What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascent. I have COTI up on the screen. This is the 3-day price chart. I don't own any, but it has been a request from you guys here on X and YouTube, so I wanted to make sure I kept you in the loop throughout alt season. So I do have targets up for this, waves 3, 4, and 5, or more like A, B, and C for COTI. Go check that out. I did post that video on July 22nd. So today, going to dive into the shorter term price action. By shorter term, I mean we had the top of that Trump pump back there in February. No, excuse me, that was back over here in December of 2024. That was that last local high. But we've been in a downtrend since February of 2024. So what it looks like on the macro is you got a little ABC action there. How are we going to make sure that that parameter has been met? Well, first things first, let's take the price range, and you can see that the A wave, 78%. This C wave down here, 78%, like to a T, 78.09, 78.10. So parameter has been met. Still just kind of, hanging out down around those lows, though. So this thing is more than welcome to turn up at any point. I'm sure a lot of you guys would be happy with that. But digging in even deeper into the count here, like what we have going on from this perspective, let's see. I'm going to change up the daily count here. Let's see if we can identify some structures a little bit more clearly here. Sure looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here on that A wave. And then over here, I mean, geez, it's just sloppy. Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it gets a little sloppy in there for COTI, but it does look like all waves have been met. All parameters are met for this thing to keep, rolling the other direction. Realistically, what this could have been is a 3, 4, 5. We talk about a crashing pattern on my channel all the time. Back up into there for a wave 6. Takes this out one more time for a wave 7. We just haven't seen that go up and take this out yet. So still meandering down around those lows. Either way, guys, still holding, right? On the macro, still holding from the low back here in October of 2023. So what we have is just a giant macro 1, 2, and we're waiting on 3, 4, 5, right? So like I said, there are, I did put out a video, alt season video for this already. Go check that out. We'll go into more of the math. But where we're at, guys, like if the low's not already in, it should be very close. So let's just take a look at this last drawdown right here. All right, you had your, looks like we had a 5-wave move down here in the 7th wave. Ran back up here. Looks like A, B, C. And then right now on the way back down, looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in the middle of wave 5. So I know there's a ton of numbers out here. This is how Elliott Wave theory works. You look for waves within waves within waves, and that's how we see the grander picture. So again, not fun hanging out around these lows, but I do expect once this thing gets moving, it's going to take it back pretty quick. I mean, you look back here during the Trump pump, wasn't massive, but just in 1 week, was that quick 50%er? Let's go. Let's see. Was there another alt season on this guy? 2021. This was the second half of 2021. So it hasn't even really been around for a real pump yet, a real alt season. It did get back in 2024, early 2024. This thing went on a rip. What do we get? A 6X just on that alone. So it can happen. It can happen fast, guys, and especially when it's hanging out around these lows. Let's see a little something come in here. Let's see a little bit of juice come in here that gets us out of this range. One more thing I just want to show you before I take off here is if we look, I mean, we've pretty much been channeling, right? Just eyeballing it. Let's do that. I'll keep it parallel. Copy, paste. We've just been channeling, right? Since going back here January of this year. It's all we've been doing, floating up and down. So let's see us break like this 5.5, 6 cent level with a little bit of conviction, a lot of cluster in here. And let's see this thing start going the other direction, man. This is brutal. Brutal. Even from that last local high. Look, barely literally anything. So should be coming, guys. Hang in there. We need the macro markets to figure it out. Once all signs point to go in the macro, it is going to be time for COTI, no doubt. That's exactly why I created the Quantum Circle, guys. Real-time trades, portfolio access, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord channel. Teach you how to do TA just like me. Link to that in the bio. That's where the real good shit is at. Go check that out. If not, just so appreciative you guys are here. If you can follow, like, repost, I want to get this out to as many people as I can before it's too late. So hope you had a wonderful Monday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.